Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. Before I get started with the reading, I just want to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and just all of your positive feedback. If you are interested in receiving additional guidance from the weekly and monthly tarot forecast that I offer here on my channel, I do actually draw and upload every single day a daily oracle guidance card to my Instagram and Facebook pages. So if you're interested in receiving additional guidance, please head over and like me on Facebook or follow me on Instagram. If you are interested in receiving a private reading from me, I do actually have linked below in the description bar my website, so head over to my website and read about how I offer my private readings. And make sure that for these weekly tarot forecasts you are watching your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign to get the most insight. Some weeks you will resonate more with your sun sign, other weeks you will resonate more with your rising sign or ascendant sign, and then sometimes you might even resonate with all three, your sun, moon, and rising sign. So again, I just want to thank you guys so very much for all of your support. You guys are truly amazing. Thank you for all of the positive feedback, your likes, your shares, your comments. I do wish you all a wonderful week. Stay tuned for the reading. Hi Virgo, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of November 21st through the 27th. This is for Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, and Virgo Rising signs. All right, Virgo. So at the bottom of the deck, I have the Knight of Pentacles. Such an interesting spread, Virgo. Okay. So the Knight of Pentacles here, for some of you, this can represent an offer that's coming through. This can be some sort of financial offer. Maybe it's an offer to make more money that's coming through for some of you. This could be an offer in regards to a home. Maybe you're putting an offer in on a home. Maybe you're receiving an offer for your house if you're trying to sell it. But there could be some sort of offer that's quite significant for some Virgos. For other Virgos, this is a forward-moving energy. But when the Knight of Pentacles, when his energy is at play, it can be a bit of a process. So for some Virgos, this is you slowly but surely making progress, or slowly but surely maybe moving towards a particular goal, but you are moving towards it. This is the only Knight who's always successful. He always, makes his mark. He always reaches his goal. So this is you moving towards something, maybe slowly but surely, but you are moving towards it. Now, the overall energy, Virgo, for the week is the Three of Pentacles. So this is you working very hard. This is you working very, very hard, focusing on the details, putting a lot of time and energy into your work. For some Virgos, this is you working well within a group, working on a team, getting along with your coworkers. For many of you, focusing upon something very much so. And for some of you, this is you receiving some sort of recognition for that hard work, for that effort. And then for those Virgos who don't work for a living, this is some sort of project or something that you're working very hard on. I do think that for some of you, you could be working... you could be fixing up a home. You could be working on a house. You could be redecorating, or you could be fixing up your house. Maybe you're trying to sell your house. Let's see. We're starting out with the Queen of Pentacles, which is definitely your energy, no matter if you're male or female. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who's very grounded, practical. But also, I think that you're very focused on, your finances this week, Virgo. You're focused, this is you maybe very focused on your career. Or, this can also be you very focused on a home or money matters, an inheritance, or even assets, property. there's something that you're putting a lot of time and energy into. And for some of you, could be dealing with some challenges because I have the Five of Pentacles here. So this is a challenging energy. Fives represent change, but they also represent a challenging energy. And for some of you, this is feeling down and out, left out in the cold, feeling all alone, feeling a lack financially, a lack of support. Or losing faith with something in particular. I think that for some of you, you've been maybe trying to sell your house, or maybe you've been trying to buy a house. For some Virgos, you could be going through a divorce. There could be property or assets that are, involved, and this could be you losing faith that, things are going to turn out in your favor for some Virgos, because I see property very, very significant here. Underneath that Queen of Pentacles, I have the Tower, and then I have the Four of Wands here. So the Tower can represent a building, a structure, and then we have the Four of Wands, which is my happy home card. So for many of you, this is talking about real estate. Whatever this is, with the Five here of Pentacles, you could be losing faith if you were trying to sell a house, or for those Virgos that are maybe fixing a house up, there could be something that, is getting you down or making you lose faith in some way, Virgo. And then for other Virgos, this is you maybe feeling a lack of stability within your life. The Four of Wands also speaks of security, stability. This can also represent marriage, family. So for some Virgos with the Five of Pentacles and the Tower here, there could have been some Virgos that, maybe you had some sort of shakeup in your life with the Tower. Something could have ended. With the Tower, it's a neutral card and it can go in either direction. But with the Five here, for some of you, and I do feel like this is a very small number of you, but there could have been some Virgos that, maybe a relationship ended, or something, crumbled because it was not built on a strong enough foundation. Now, this doesn't have to be like just a romantic partnership. This could have been a business partnership. For some of you, this could have been, something that you thought was going to last for a very long time to come. And with the energy of the Tower, something could have ended quite abruptly with the Tower. The energy of the Tower can bring in that very sudden energy. So for some of you, this could have happened. But if that's the case, I see you working very hard to overcome this. I already see you focusing on, maybe rebuilding for some of you, because we have that Three of Pentacles energy here. And then for other Virgos, I feel like this is you trying to sell a house. I feel like property is very significant, but also, maybe you're trying to land a new job, or maybe you're trying to move up within the company that you work for. There's some sort of big change. The Tower represents something big. This is some sort of major change that you want to take place within your life. So for some of you, you want to get married. For others, maybe you want to start a family. For others, maybe you want to buy a house. But there's some sort of challenging energy that's surrounding this. But I feel like this is going to turn out in your favor no matter what. You just have to continue on working hard, Virgo, because it's going to pay off. We have the Two of Pentacles here, which can represent a decision. So for some of you, this could be a decision that you're making, or it could be a decision that you're receiving this week. Other Virgos, this is you maybe juggling. You could be juggling one area of your life with another. There could be a lot going on. For some Virgos, maybe you're working quite a bit, and this is you juggling, your professional life with family life here. But you have good luck coming in. So whatever this challenging energy was, and especially for those Virgos that maybe dealt with a difficult situation or something ending, we have the Wheel of Fortune here. So the wheel is turning. This is a karmic energy, but also, this is a cycle that's completing. This wheel is turning. This is a new beginning that's starting for you. So for some of you, if you're waiting on a decision could be coming through. For other Virgos, this is you maybe making a decision. But we have this new beginning here. So you have this very blessed, fortunate energy that's coming in. And then we see a nice progression here. So I see a progression financially with the 2 and then the 3 of Pentacles. But then I also have the 9. We have the 8 and then the 9 of Cups here. So this is an emotional progression. So emotionally, I see it being a great week for you. We have this movement with the 8 of Cups. For some of you, you're emotionally moving forward with your life. For others, this is you literally moving towards some sort of wish come true with the 9 of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. This is happiness. So even if something ended, Virgo, I don't see you dwelling on it, too long. I see you moving on. I see you emotionally healing, looking to the future, and I see you moving on. And you're actually moving towards some sort of wish come true for some of you, moving towards that happiness, that abundance. So you have some pretty amazing energy that's coming in for you, Virgo. So whatever this was, if it was something negative, and then for those Virgos that were dealing with a challenging energy or feeling all alone or losing faith with something, you just need to hang in there. Because this Wheel of Fortune is coming in. So this wheel is turning. Continue on working hard. With the 3 of Pentacles, sometimes this can represent you being watched within the workplace. So just continue on working hard because, you could be very fortunate when it comes to maybe receiving some sort of acknowledgement, raise, or promotion with this energy here. And with the 4 of Wands, this is a lot of happiness coming to you and your family. This is stability. So I see many of you, moving towards bringing in that stability within your life, and then also moving towards that happiness and that wish fulfillment for some of you. So overall, I think it's going to be a great week. I think that for many of you, there's something going on with property. And then for others, this is a big change. There's some sort of big change that you're trying to bring about. And maybe because it hasn't happened yet, that's why we have the 5 of Pentacles, because you're losing faith. And for some of you, you just need to keep the faith. You need to remain positive and just continue on, working very hard because, this is a karmic energy and you're going to reap those rewards. So let me pull you an additional guidance card. Emotionally, I see it being a great week, Virgo. Financially, I do see it being a great week. I think that for many of you, this is you feeling a little down or feeling a lack or losing faith. I don't think it's necessarily financially for the majority of you. All right, additional guidance for Virgo for the upcoming week. Additional guidance for Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? All right, so I have 2 cards that flipped over, so these are the cards that I want. All right, so we have Ray, yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. So exercise and your health is of significance this week, Virgo. So if you can, make some time to exercise. If you enjoy doing yoga, do some yoga. And then we also have Isabella. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. You need to remain positive for those Virgos that, we're starting to lose faith or feeling down and out. And, with the energy of the Tower, this is diagonal to the 5 of Pentacles. So for those of you that were maybe feeling this 5 of Pentacles energy in a more negative sense, this Tower energy, for some of you, a very small number of you, but for some of you, this could be like some sort of realization, some sort of an awakening that's coming to you suddenly, where now you're seeing things in a different light. So something could be taking place this week where now, you're realizing things in a different way, and it's very, very positive. Okay, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations, Virgo. Okay, so I do hope that you found this reading helpful, and I hope you have a great week. Take care.